injustice in any way, but maybe injustice to truth or she says something in the lines of, I didn't sign the financial document, so I cannot stand here and speak on something that I didn't sign. And it's not every time we find people display such level of courage and attitude in Nigeria. It's not every time we find people who come out and speak up and say something that would go against the grain, or maybe we didn't even know, or maybe we had some suspicion, only for us to realize because someone came out and spoke on it, we then were able to prove that our assumptions were right. Her name. I'm going to quickly just share with you her name. Caroline Anze Bishop, National Treasurer of the Nigerian Bar Association, had this to say during the conference.
Statements and the Treasurer's reports as obtainable in the bundle was put together, was arrived at without my singular involvement, without consultation with the office. And I'm not going to disrespect you and stand here and give a report that did not originate from me. I'm sorry. I respect you too much to do that. Section 9, subsection 5G provides that the treasurer shall cause to be prepared or shall prepare all the financial statements to be presented. Financial statements were put together and brought to me. I have refused to sign them. I will not sign them. I was not involved in the preparation. I was not informed. The 10% remuneration remittances to branches were given without my knowledge, without my involvement in any way. And I have got of August 2023 at the National Executive Committee meeting in the presence of every national officer seated here. The president brought down a sledgehammer on me and said he does not require to consult or get the consent of my office to be able to run the financial affairs of this association. He said that in an expo meeting. I therefore think that if that is the part he has decided to do respectfully, then I am not the fit and proper person to stand before you and sign any financial document or stand here and give you a financial report. The NBA Treasurer is not a member of the TCCB. The NBA Treasurer is not a member of the Finance Committee. The NBA Treasurer is not a member of the Stabilization Fund Committee or any committee that has to do with it. Financial memos are not routed through my office. They are routed through the office of the Secretary, and the President approves. I have severally mentioned this. The President, the GS in his wisdom, I want to believe, decided to put an apostrophe and ensure that memos are routed to the Secretary stroke the Treasurer, as if the office of the Treasurer is a subset of the office of the GS or the President under oath to do my best and to give you the best. And should you give me a further platform, I will serve you, but I will do so truthfully. It does not align with my
All right, so yeah, you must pardon the glitch actually, but it's certainly not from us. It's actually from the recording, as published by The Punch. You know, many times you hear things and you try to, in your mind, weave what it is you have heard. Many times you hear things and really you just want someone to come out and speak the truth. Really, you hope someone would be courageous enough to come out and speak the truth. Well, here is someone who stands on what would appear to be the truth of a matter, really. She's not accusing anyone of playing any kind of shady game. She's just saying that her office was boycotted. She pretty much is saying, well, even as a treasurer, I'm pretty much not necessarily in full know of all the financial dealings. And here we are. I was given a document to sign as treasurer, but I wouldn't sign it because to do so and to come here and try to defend it will be an insult to you, and I wouldn't stand here to do that, to disrespect you. Well, this is a display of courage. I did also share with you what the president had to say in his defense. He says that there are people who are not happy with his method of leadership. He says he's full of management, and it's because of that that a number of the NBA are at loggerheads with him. Well, maybe there is something to that, but what is it? And I'm leaving this with you. I think I'm playing this out because I want you to understand what happens in many instances in the shadows of governance policies and maybe, as you know, the places of authority. And what makes this particularly eye-catching is because it's happening with the Bar Association. It's happening there. And so there isn't any place in governance where there isn't something dramatic happening. Dramatic. It might not necessarily be, sometimes it's corrupt. Other times it's just dramatic. But I wanted you to know this. I think I want you to know because there are a few people who attempt to be courageous. There are a few people who try to stand for something. And when people come out and speak, I think what's necessary to be done for them, or not necessarily done for them, done for all of us, is to heighten the voice or voices of people who speak, particularly if they say something that may help us comprehend the workings of anything, whether it's in the field of medicine, whether if, as we have it, the Bar Association, in politics, anyone who's able to give us some other insight. And I want that to inform your judgment. I think in this moment, I want this to inform your judgment. And you might not necessarily find it useful today, but it's necessary to furnish you with this because the news and the way the news is sometimes reported is sometimes tailored not necessarily as a consumer may want it. So a few other times, the news have to be modulated. The news have to. It's not just a Nigerian thing. It's a global thing. If you remember, my guest told you last week, Monday, that we're governed by local forces and international forces. So the global world is governed by a global force. And these nations are not only governed by their own locally instituted leadership. Their leadership and their nation is also governed, yes. Well, you might think influence may be the right word, but okay, maybe for the sake of this conversation, are largely influenced by external forces. So you've heard this, and I would love to have asked for your opinion on it, but I don't think we'll do that today. We're just going to hold on to this piece of information and wait. Life has a way of bringing us by an opportunity that may furnish us with something liberating, truthful, honest, just, revealing. Life can be fair. So we're going to hold on to this and wait for what develops from here. I did try reaching the lady, but I was unable to. So hopefully, if I'm able to, I'd love to see the NBA through her eyes. And until then, this is just worth noting on the sunny side.
Activate. We are radioactive on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
Okay, in about a few minutes from now, we're going to be talking about the NLC and this strike. Many of you have spoken about your disappointment in the NLC. You have spoken about how the NLC appears to know where it's going on a Monday and totally lose track on Tuesday morning. They appear to know what they want to fight for. But just before the fight starts, the NLC taps out. And a few weeks ago, I would say about a little over a month ago, we were here discussing NLC and the possibility of a strike, which they said would be nationwide because they wanted the government to do something immediately regarding cushioning effects that needed to be in place to help cushion this hardship faced by Nigerians. And somehow they had a meeting with the government and they all retreated. well, they gave the impression that whatever the outcome of that particular meeting was ended up being worth holding on to as a guarantee that the government was going to do something. But here we are back again, and the NLC is saying that they do intend to begin a warning strike tomorrow, Tuesday. So we're going to go off on a break. When we come back, we're discussing the NLC and this strike, and whether you really at some point would love to participate in this strike, whether maybe it's your lack of participation that's not giving this whole strike movement a momentum. We'll be right back.
We're like gold diggers, tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
Every night, every lad and there would hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. Common people wouldn't have no money. They're supposed to plan it where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and those poor.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
.3 Nigeria Info, the Sunny Side, the NLC. I remember August 2nd, yes, endorsed their intention for a nationwide strike. And yes, you remember how that went because we spoke about it on the Sunny Side. And many of you felt that the NLC were just giving us bad theater. Well, the NLC felt that they had spoken to the government and the government was in on a plan to help cushion the effects. Well, after that meeting, there was, of course, plans for palliatives that, I mean, I leave that to your judgment what you make of the quality of the palliative. But then again, if you want to discuss palliative in the sense of helping the most vulnerable in society, then we have to allow the most vulnerable people speak. But at least there has been reports of, I saw one, the giving of a tuber of yam per head. I saw Nasarawa State, a video emerged out of there where rice and oil. Ooh, that thing, huh? I saw that being distributed, and even those who were receiving it could not believe what they held in their hands given to them by the state. A few others may have had it better, but yeah. Then the government said that every state was going to have $5 billion to distribute within the state. And we had a conversation around that. But I'm not sure that NLC is satisfied, at least maybe in their view. They are not seeing the government move fast enough, quick enough, and they need mass and motion. Well, at least I believe that they need mass and motion in order to compel and propel this thing that they're about to get in on tomorrow. So this time around, the NLC, in a communique jointly signed by its president, Joe Ajero, and the national secretary, on Friday said the decision to go on a nationwide strike followed by the failure of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government, to dialogue with the organized labor on efforts to cushion the effects of the removal of petrol subsidy on the poor masses. Well, this singular reason is why they are back, or at least they intend to be back again on the streets. So on the Sunny Side, let's talk about the possibility of, well, it's called a warning strike. It's lost on me what the essence of that is, but do you think strikes as these ones initiated by the NLC help achieve anything? And again, if you look back at what the government has tried to do, you have to think about where all that money is coming from, and if we're really able to afford it to the capacity to which it's necessary enough to have an impact on any head, any Nigerian soul. Well, are these strikes really taking us anywhere? Is this just a waste of time? Waste of effort, waste of talk? Well, on Nigeria Info, let's talk. Good afternoon
Hello.
to you, the sunny side.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Sister Isekechuku.
Good to have you.
Michael, full heavyweight of Nigeria info. I'm giving you. Sister, if Labour know that this strike they are intending to go is not going to affect the least Nigeria, a Lebra, a Ubaru Pusha, a pure water seller in all Jota, that means that strike will be null and void. They should carry everybody along. Not that when they start, maybe after 3 days, they will not give them as they give the National Assembly 100 billion to buy a car, and we are dying for hunger. If they don't say that strike is not going to affect us, it's going to be null and void. Concerning palliative, I told you last week, say, Alta is being cut off in Ogun State since I come Ogun State. So we are not seeing any 1 naira from the palliative. Talking of 3,000 bag of rice, whether 3,000 bag of rice, what they won't give, whether it will reach Obasanjo farm to winners, talking for the whole Alta. So what I want to tell you is, I support the Labour, and they have right to strike. But if they don't say the strike is only for the hierarchy of TUC and Labour, that means the strike is a bunkum and useless and not talent strike.
All right. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Joyce, how are you doing?
Good. Thank you very much for calling.
Jonas, how is mine?
Jonathan?
Yes.
Welcome, Jonathan.
Joyce, this is what I feel. The TUC and the NLC, they are confused. And for me, if you want to solve this issue of subsidy or refinery, you need to have a background knowledge how we got to this place. And I feel NLC doesn't know it at all. In the first place, there's an agreement or grant that before the FG will increase fuel, they should call everybody at the table, TUC, NLC, before you increase the fuel. That did not happen. They increased the fuel without calling anybody. And this TUC, they are dilly-dallying, mumbo-jumboing, as if they are supposed to take permission before they go on strike. I'm very sorry. Strike is the way forward. I'm very sorry. It's going to affect everybody. If we don't ready to sacrifice, we're ready to face this suffering we are suffering right now. As far as I'm concerned, you need to have a history of how we got to this point. And for me, I've been saying this on this floor for years. It is them that say they want to repair their refinery. And based on that, they will be importing fuel. And based on that, they will be subsidizing whatever coming to the country. Meaning, if you want to remove your subsidy back, it costs back to the refinery there. Simple. And I expect the labor to know this. I am highly disappointed in all of them. And you can see what is going on around the country. 2 days of rice, 5 kg of rice, one bottle of Ororo. Is that what will take us for our life?
I haven't seen 5 kg rice, but I haven't
The
seen
state governor was launching his own yesterday. I saw him only back like he's 10 kg. What is that? And I don't blame all of them. You know, before now, even on this floor, people have been calling, remove them. It's only people that are benefiting it. Just few people, as I'm speaking, they are enjoying their life. Majority of us are the ones suffering. Now, many people out here, all of us here, we don't have the basic history of how we got to this point. And that is very painful as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but I mean, is it necessary? Is it more necessary to have the history than it is to get the government to do something immediately?
I think it's very necessary, Joy. If you don't know where you are going, go and check where you are coming from.
But that's anybody's guess. Anybody who is not dead by now already knows how we got here.
The information is everywhere. Pick up your phone right now, Google it.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody knows it. Anybody who isn't dead can speak on how we got here. Now, the question is,
if you know
NLC appears...
If you know the rhetoric out here, you will hear talks like it's only few people that are benefiting it, which is wrong. It is the federal government that say they want to maintain their own refinery. And based on that, we need to run as a people and as a country. Based on that, they say we'll be importing refined from abroad. Based on that, they told the marketers that whatever you bring in this country, or if it's 100 naira, we will pay 50 naira. The public will pay 50 naira.
Yeah.
Now, you started complaining that what you are paying is too much. Is it my fault? I don't know whether it's anybody's fault out there. It's not my fault as far as I know.
Yeah.
And we know, even during Jonathan time, you go and check, I listened to the debate that Ngozi Ogojowa, go and listen to it again. It's on YouTube. Agwakoba was there. Sanusi was there when he was the CBN president. Go and listen to that debate again. Desiani was there. A lot of them, Aremu, who is the NLC president, was there. Go and listen to it again. That was during Jonathan's time. Go and listen to it again. It's on the YouTube. Nigerians should get this knowledge. We did not get ourselves this place. And I'm highly disappointed in TUC. They don't even need to take permission.
All right.
The strike is the way for joy, like you asked.
Yeah, but it's a warning strike, and we've seen many of their warning strikes.
They are
that,
doing.
They come out like
they
2 days.
They are supposed to collaborate with NUPENC, all the top labor in the country, and ground this country to a halt. Let the president go on his knee. Enjoy your money.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate the sunny side. I have a caller from on Skype. Hello. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Madam Joyce.
Welcome. Tell us your name.
My name is Constantine.
Good to have you.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that every year we have to deal with this strike of, this university stuff. It's so shameful. Because you look at the amount of money that is leaving that country in form of study payment made to another country, you will be baffled.
Oh, this is not an educational strike. This is the labor strike.
It doesn't matter whether it's education, whether it's labor. The whole thing is just like the same.
Oh.
Are they not part of the labor? Even the labor, what are they doing? What is the minimum wage for them? I think the federal government should do better than this. To be honest with you, the inflation is skyrocketing, but the amount that they are getting is just way low. And at the end of the day, you will even find out that the NSC does not even care about the common worker. They are just the people in the affair of NSC are just looking for their own payday. That's why people are not taking this serious. But I believe like the present government should look into this. How can you say you want to have a good country, but yet the labor force are going on strike every day? Do you know how much that costs the economy? And he claimed to come and face the economy. You should look at this issue squarely.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate the sunny side. You're listening to Nigeria Info. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
Hi.
What's your name?
Olumuyiwa.
Good to have you.
See, NSC, they are the problem why government are treating us like a monkey. And how do I mean?
Yeah.
If me, Olumuyiwa, and you, Joy, now, want to go and protest tomorrow, they go send police to come and arrest us because they see us as ordinary people. But if all of us come under the umbrella of NSC, then the government will listen. And I do not blame NSC. During the time of Obasanjo government, the same Adam Oshomole put all of us into hunger. It got to a stage there was no more pepper anywhere. We are using dry pepper and Gino tomato then to just survive. We said we no go green, and then next said we no go green. So Obasanjo was confused, didn't know what to do. Do you know what Obasanjo did at the end of the day? Which is the problem of Nigeria now. Obasanjo now said there is only one president in Nigeria, and from today there is no more NSC president, but NSC leader. He now break all these associations, TSC, NUPENC, whatever. He break all of them into pieces. So if NLC say he want to go to try tomorrow, and NUPENC did not join, and TSC did not join, then NSC cannot do anything. So they have already, we should not even blame NSC anymore. They have break them. So in conclusion, NSC will not help Nigeria until Nigeria will get tired and say enough is enough. And Nigeria will not get tired until we have no more food to eat. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate. I have a message here I'd like to read. It says that the government must speed up negotiations. The NLC has the power to cripple activity. It only takes 2 or 3 unions. The electricity union, the other action is the federal government must concentrate on persuading NLC and TUC with tangible offers. Negotiations must be quick, honest, and decisive. This is Olusoga Ajayi from Odonla Ikorodu. Thank you very much for your message. I do appreciate it. We're going to quickly go off on a break. When we come back, this conversation continues.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Lagos. Up to 90,000 naira can be won every day with one play Lotto. With just 200 naira, you get the chance to play and win every day. Simply dial *347 *880 *3#. Specify the number of your tickets or entries from 1 to 10. Choose 1 to continue. You will receive an SMS on instructions to make payments. The draws for participants will be live on Nigeria Info, and you get this chance to win up to 90,000 naira. Tune in to What's Up Lagos, 11:15 a.m. to 11:25 a.m. or Game On at 8:15 to 8:25 p.m. or the Chat Station by 10:15 p.m. to 10:25 p.m. Remember, you can play as many times as you like. The more you play, the more your chances of winning. Don't forget, simply dial *347*880*3# and play with just 200 naira. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. And remember to please play responsibly. Terms and conditions apply.
Every morning, as the sun rises over this vibrant city of Lagos, we'll be right here with you. Diving into discussions that matter, we'll tackle the headlines, explore stories that shape our lives, and dissect the issues that keep us awake at night. That's not all. The Morning Crossfire is your platform too. Your thoughts, your opinions, they all have a place right here. From politics to business and the economy, from the social issues to the heart of the city. I'll be your companion, your source of information, and your partner in exploration. And it's just not about the headlines. It's about the conversations we have, the connections we make, and the impact we have. Your insights matter, your questions matter, and your energy matters. So whether you're in traffic, having breakfast, or starting your workday, I'll be right here, keeping you informed and engaged. So Lagos, stay tuned, set your alarms, and mark your calendars, and let's kickstart our mornings together, right here on the Morning Crossfire. On 99.3 Nigeria Info and Kofi Bartels, let's talk.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We are Radio Active 0.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
We're back, 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. If you have just tuned in, well, welcome. Welcome to the show this afternoon. We're discussing NLC once again. I mean, not too far long. They really thought of a strike, embarked on a warning strike, and then they disappeared. Well, maybe not disappeared as to suggest that they totally left. They retreated, and now they're back again. And the conversation of a possible strike is here and open for discussion. Now, the union in the critical sectors of the economy and 52 other affiliates of the Nigerian Labour Congress have stepped up mobilization of members ahead of two-day warning strike planned by the workers' body to protest the increasing suffering of citizens following the removal of subsidy on premium motor spirits, commonly known as petrol. Now, the warning strike holds between Tuesday, September 5th and Wednesday, September 6th. Among the critical sector unions are the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, which controls the fuel distribution across the country, the National Union of Electricity Employees, the Private Telecommunications and Communications Senior Staff Association, National Union of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions, employee that controls the junior workers in the financial industry. Others include Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria, National Union of Air Transport Employees, Association of Nigerian Aviation Professionals, National Association of Air Pilots and Engineers, National Union of Food, Beverage and Tobacco Employees, National Union of Chemical, Footwear, Rubber and Leather and Non-Metallic Products Employees, and others in the manufacturing company. So if this really is something to go by, my friends, let's talk. Let's talk about NLC strikes. Why is it that NLC strikes appear? So first, I think we can begin with what the strikes have achieved in the past. If there's anything to go by, we can at least look at a man's future, or at least in order to determine a man's future, let's at least contemplate his past, because his past can tell us something about him. So let's look at Labor coming together and embarking on strikes. The question is, what have they achieved in the past? And if anything, why does it appear to be that they're not achieving what they set out to achieve? Very interesting conversation, if you ask me, because I think that they keep aiming at something. The question is, how does it appear that they sometimes aim and the people say, well, that aim is aim. 2 p.m. on the clock. We're going to quickly go from the break. When we come back, the conversation continues on Nigeria Info. Once again, we're live streaming on YouTube, on book. You can catch in and be of the conversation. Leave me your commentary. I'd like to read your opinion. NLC strike. What have they achieved in the past? And if anything, why is it that they appear not to be achieving their aims? We'll be right back.
The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Every night, every land and there, we hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. This for one common people, people would not have no money. They're supposed to find it where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and those poor.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
You're on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. It's 4 minutes past 2 p.m. They're out on Nigeria Info. Let's talk about why it appears as though the NLC keeps following this pattern, even if, does it achieve anything? What have they achieved in the past? What can we say the NLC has achieved? And if by that judgment we arrive at something akin to, I don't know, excellence or some achievement that you might rank as subpar, then why is it that the NLC is not achieving their aim? Let's talk. 0700 993 993 993 01 465 7190. Hello.
Hello, Joyce.
Turn up
Good
the
morning.
volume.
Or good afternoon, sorry.
Afternoon. Turn up the volume of your radio set. You tell us your name. You go
Yeah,
ahead.
this is Malik speaking for 1004.
Thank you very much, Malik.
Joyce, do you know of anything? The NLC could have achieved a lot if the former president of Obasanjo did not break that backbone.
Okay.
Remember, he wasn't a divided NLC, they may have TUC and other trade union, whatever they call them. So their mouth became, it was almost stronger like before, that they were one body. I don't know if you understand me. Then again, the Nigerian sector came to take its course after the former NLC president, Wabara, who was in Ayuba Wabara is his name, became a toothless bulldog. That kills NLC totally.
So
now, when something is dead, to bring it back from the dead to be alive is an easy task.
Yeah,
we've been hearing the new NLC chairman and president Ajero is this, Ajero is that. We've not seen his action. And to you, I don't know left us who government anymore. None of them. Because they are
here that you may agree with or disagree with. The sunny side. Nigeria Info. Hello, welcome to the show. NLC.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon to you. Thank you very much for being here.
Rapuruchukwu is my name, Rapuruchukwu.
Thank you very much, Rapuruchukwu.
So, see, Joyce, in as much as the rights of Nigerians are not met yet, strike remains the option, you know?
Okay.
Whether they are hearing it, whether they like it, whether they don't like it, whether they hear it, a message must be passed.
All right. So let's quickly analyze the messages that are being passed.
At the end of the strike, a message must be passed. The whole world are watching. You see, people are watching.
What messages have been passed in the past?
I said at the end of the strike, a message must be passed.
Yeah, what has been passed in the past? What message
Yeah,
have we...
listen, let me come with it. Come in. You see, because as far as I'm concerned, this government, we say we are in democracy. They're not giving people the dividends of democracy, and we cannot keep quiet. Although some people, in everything there must be, saboteurs, you know?
Okay.
Definitely, there must be saboteurs. I no doubt about it. But I can tell you, Joyce, in as much as this country is concerned, look at the past administration. What did they left us? Mere anarchy. You know, mere anarchy. People are dying every day of hunger, starvation. No food, no nothing, poor education.
Yeah.
No good facilities, medical facilities. Poor medical facilities. They don't fix the roads. They don't give us constant electricity. And we use our hard-earned money to buy fuel at 650 naira. Who does that? Where is all this money going to?
So,
and we're adjusting. And they're expanding, living in luxurious life. And people are dying. Some family cannot boast of 2 square meals in a day. People are dying of hunger. You see, they are living luxurious life in this country of ours. Me and all of us get this country, and they are living there. They are building their empires. Look at Muhammad Buhari, the past administration. Nobody called him and asked him questions. Where is the money he borrowed? What is the outcome of the money he borrowed?
Okay, let's talk about the NLC.
Where he lives.
What is...
He put somebody who will, on his interest, who will protect his selfish interest. Nobody will question him. And there are other people who work with him that mess up this country, leaving us in anarchy. Doom.
Okay.
And look at, before I know it, a bag of cement with the 20,000, and nobody is talking.
I want to believe you support NLC. So my guess is you support NLC strike, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, but what have they achieved in the past? Like, why have they achieved anything remarkable?
If you like, believe it or not, they have achieved. That is the only option. What government can hear.
Yeah, but is the method...
They think they don't achieve anything. They achieved.
Okay.
Yeah, they achieved something. Very, very meaningful something they have achieved.
All right. Thank you.
Because without this strike, without this...
I think you're more concerned about the strike. You're more concerned about them embarking on a strike, and I can thoroughly comprehend and accept that. But you're not necessarily...
At least they say it's for 2 days. It's still okay.
Thank you very much.
What are we talking?
I appreciate the sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Hello, Joyce.
Afternoon. Thank you very much for calling. Welcome. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. This is Osas.
Welcome, Osas. Good to have you. Go ahead.
Yeah. You see, this government, I used to be an activist right then in Uniben. Am I communicating? Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah. The truth is that what I once interviewed fella, this is a government magic.
What? Pardon me, bring it back. What do you say about magic?
You should know, fellas, the government magic.
Okay.
If this judgment is not going to be government magic, you're going to see how prices of foodstuffs, prices of everything is going to crash. And these judges will be, their name will be immortalized by the whole world for the first time in Nigeria. But how are we sure that's the same government, the same judges that swore in the current president? Someone said earlier, you have to wait for at least 6 months before and clear out the mess. Judgments before swearing in.
Yeah,
anybody.
but you're not speaking about the NLC's intention to begin a 2-day warning strike tomorrow.
No. I don't have confidence in NLC.
Why?
In Mojo and
Why?
No. They still the same. Somewhere along the line, I show more they compromise. Somewhere along the don't know what they're using, propelling himself to be governor of my state, then Edo State. So I don't believe in NLC. If NLC, I've just said what I want to say. Well,
all right, thank you very much for calling.
These judges are going.
I appreciate the sunny side. Hello, welcome to the show. What's your name?
Hello.
Turn off the volume of your radio set. .3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. Hello. Can you hear us? Hello, good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Josh, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you very much. NLC about to get on a warning strike. What's the use of this warning strike, and how good is it to achieve anything?
Well, Josh, for my little time in this country, I believe NLC, they have nothing to offer. NLC have nothing to offer. And I want Nigerians to know one thing. Joyce, are you with me now? Hello?
Speak.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Nigeria Info, the sunny side.
Hello.
The volume of your radio set.
Hello. This is Grandma Victoria from New Zealand.
Go ahead.
My own opinion, I believe in NSC despite its imperfections, because there is no other rallying point. There is nobody who can talk on our behalf now, so let them be.
Yeah, but when you say let them be, are they achieving anything? Does it appear that they're achieving anything?
They will make a statement, and all eyes, the world is looking, the black nation and the eyes of all nations are on Nigeria.
Can we agree that making a statement and achieving something are two different things?
At least some of them we have conscience. Those who are oppressing us now.
Wait.
How can some people be acquiring their properties as if they will take them to the grave?
Yeah, but
and
if
people
it
are not
achieves
dying of
nothing,
hunger.
but if it achieves nothing, like what's the point?
It will surely make a statement. It will shake them.
Yes.
To a large extent.
Okay. All right.
They should not be allowed to just be sitting on us and be using us as a footmat. Let NSC be. We should encourage them. Thank you, Joyce.
The sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Tell us your name. You can go ahead.
Hello?
Tell us your name.
Deji is my name.
Welcome, Deji. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you.
NLC
Turn off the volume of your radio set to something that you must do.
is off.
Great. Thank you.
NLC is going on strike for 2 days.
Warning strike.
Yeah. With that strike, will make have any effect on the country? But come to think of it, NLC was in Nigeria when they all agreed that some cabals were behind the subsidy. Did they come out for strike? NLC was in Nigeria when the refineries were not working and money was being pumped into the refineries. NLC did not go on strike. Now they want to go on strike, and a 2-day warning strike for that matter. Of what effect will that be? If they want to go on strike, why not make it a total strike so that it will be effective? But unfortunately, their ranks have been broken. So they cannot do, and they're only backing. They cannot fight. That's my take.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much for calling. I do appreciate it. I have a message here, and it reads, Joyce, will NLC accept the no work, no pay policy because by nature of my job contract, if by any means the strike affects my going to work, it means I will not get paid. Hope they too will be willing to accept a no pay for the period they will be on strike. That's a very, very good question. But you don't say much for the purpose of the strike. And if your message is anything I can infer from, I think you are probably not in support of the strike. Well, if you are, I'd like to gain some understanding of your position, at least some clarity. The Sunny Side, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome to the show. Yes, tell us your name. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I want to comment about this NLC or something.
Yes, please.
In fact, I'm not in support of this NLC coming out because the way things be, even as the election tribunal want to pass their judgment on Wednesday, according to them, NLC are trying to start tomorrow or during that time. Will they not attribute their failure to NLC's disturbance?
I'm lost. Pardon me. Bring it back. Will what not attribute failure to NLC?
If I'm talking about the judiciaries that are coming up on Wednesday.
Oh.
If NLC not disrupting their sitting.
That's a good observation, but I do not have the answer to that. And honestly, if I were to assume, I will say no. But yeah, you've made an observation.
So that they may not attribute any other thing to NLC's activities.
No. Okay, thank you.
That's what I'm hearing.
Thank you very much, Nigeria Info. Welcome to the show. If you have just tuned in, we're discussing the possibility of the efficacy of this 2-day warning strike. You've heard once too many NLC embarking on a strike. In fact, I'm not even sure if you're particularly interested anymore anytime you get to hear NLC, and that would probably be because you think NLC hardly achieves anything. Well, they're here once again, embarking on a strike, a warning strike, a 2-day warning strike. I want to figure out what you believe that they may have achieved in the past as to maybe reinforce faith in them now that they intend to embark on a 2-day warning strike. I mean, what's the purpose? What's the aim? Let's talk. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you for calling.
Just Lokwe on the line.
Good to have you.
Yeah. See, let me just say it the way it is.
How is it?
NLC, TEC, all of them, they are all under the government. If the government should come for them, they can bribe them, they can buy them. That's just the reality. Since the time Oshiomhole left, no NLC has done something meaningful in this country. So I don't trust NLC to use all those associations. I think we as Nigerians, the citizens, you can see what is going on in Niger, what is going on in Gabon. Those people are not as much as us. We are more than them. If we can come together, this one won't be like NSAS. I'm talking of both old, young, all of us. Both the ones calling themselves pastors, preaching prosperity, all of us with one voice come out. That is going to be what is going to change Nigeria. Not NSC coming out. You will see. I just like what you're saying. Nothing is going to happen. Those NSC things, they will go back into their shell again. They always come out and there's nothing they've achieved. They are so useless now to Nigerians. We don't need them. So anything they want to do, whether they do or not, it doesn't affect us. We ourselves, Nigeria as a whole, we are still going to come out. They are pushing us.
The sunny side, good afternoon to you.
Joyce.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome to the show. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
No, it's me again. It's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yes.
Okay.
Please just permit me. You see, let's not get this thing twisted. There is difference between strike. There is protest. You see, right from the former NLC president and this present one, they have not embarked on any strike. They will listen now. They are using the word strike now. Tomorrow they will turn it to protest. That there is a certain court order that is debarring them, or the executive will come out and start threatening them. If you go on strike, blah 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 blah. I don't know what that court order is. So let's not get it twisted. They have not embarked on any strike. They always twist it to protest. It's a different thing. Strike brings out results totally. I'm telling you, John. The complete strike is you will involve all the industries in the country. You will ground the country to a halt. The president will have to go on his knees. That means the port will not work, aviation will not work, banking will not work, food company will not work. Everywhere will be bring to an halt. That's the complete strike. They have not done it before. So, John, I listen to you asking that question. A complete strike will bring the president to his knees, and I think that is what I think they should do. I don't know what is the court order that is existing that they say executive is going to go and call a injunction stopping them from striking. I don't know whether that is true. I don't know the details about that. I need to go and read about that. For me, Joyce, a complete strike,
if we're to achieve anything,
brings the results.
All right.
And the complete strike is you bring all the industries and bring them to an halt. And that's what they should do.
All right. Thank you. Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Welcome. My name is Joyce. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Daisy.
Turn off the volume. Hello.
Hello, everyone from Ikorodu.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah. NLC, I don't support their strike.
Oh, okay.
I don't support their strike. That I say rule of 18. If care is not taken, your own regime will be the worst. He just want to deceive Nigerians. Maybe he want to achieve something. And when he get what he needs now, he will forget about strike. This is what he do. He's not fighting for masses.
Why
he's
do you
fighting
feel
for
so?
his pocket.
Yeah, but
yes, he's fighting for market. Well, how many times will he call for strike? Last time when he called, nobody know. He called off the strike around 12 o'clock in the midnight. You see how something work? He's looking for something. He's not fighting for masses. He's not fighting for masses. If care is not taken, his own labor union will be a worse for Nigeria. I don't support him. It's not fair for Nigeria. It's not stand as a labor this thing. Since Adam Oshimodo left, his son and Ayuba Woba, they are not representing Nigeria. I don't like him at all. To look at how people are suffering. People are suffering well. Workers are suffering, trekking up and down. If he calls strike today, tomorrow he will call him off. Nobody will support him. Thank you.
The sunny side, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are about ready for a break. The conversation will continue after the break. It's NLC intending to once again go on a warning strike tomorrow, and they're getting all unions involved. But then again, we've heard this before. And we're here again. We've been here before. What did we achieve? Why does it appear we're not necessarily achieving anything? Would it be because we're not aiming right? Well, the conversation continues, as I said, when we return. The sunny side, my name's Joyce. I'm going to where?
In a world where misinformation runs rampant,
stories that matter. Get ready to challenge your perception and discover the real world. Let's dive deep into the issues that affect our communities, revealing the untold stories and giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Get ready for the biggest experience in Lagos. Introducing evolution of NFT and metaverse in art, fashion, music, entertainment, and many more. Speakers Malik Afebwa, Dave Obada. You will be exploring the opportunities in NFC and metaverse to take your business to the next level in the world of tech. Plus, networking with 1,000 industry leaders, exclusive certificate, workshop, and refreshments. Special appearances will be made by Honorable Fuad Atonda Lawal, Dr. Babatunde Obrima, Femi Obong Daniels, Philip Akinola. Host Eloise. Date September 30, 2023. Venue Grace Arena Hall. Time 9 a.m. To spice it up, after party 5 p.m. DJ Ellis will be there taking the wheel. Ticket is 5,000 naira. To register, send a WhatsApp message to 0909 7709 107. Packaged by Chronicles 13 Studio. Official partner Get Funded Africa and Vivo. Official media partner Wazobia FM, Cool FM, and Nigeria Info. Be there.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Activate. We are radioactive on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce.
All right, and just a quick reminder, remember, oneplay.ng is giving away 90,000 naira every day. To play, you have to dial *347 *880 *3#. All right, it's *347 *880 *3#. And every chance would require you surrender 200 naira? Yes, and depending on how serious you are or how desperate you are for, well, anybody to win. And I think I understand that winning is the objective. So depending on how seriously you aim for winning as the outcome, then you take your chances 200 naira per chance as many times as is possible. The code again is *347 *880 *3#. *347 *880 *3#. You play as many times as is possible, and yes, from me to you, good luck. All right, so do you think Nigerians really need to get behind NLC? We have discussed over and over and over and over again. In fact, many of you, I think, due to what we can regard as a lack of any substantial achievement on the part of the NLC, many of you are now raising allegations against them, saying, or at least accusing them, of being corrupt. Otherwise, how is it you say you're going on a strike and don't achieve anything? There may not be any, you do not necessarily have proof for your allegations, but I think that you say that because you think, well, you haven't necessarily heard them come out and declare victory for something that they fought against and won. Okay. And all these assumptions of the possibility of a corrupt link between them and maybe some other governmental persons who may want to influence their strikes, warning strikes, their order, their structure, rank and file, all these assumptions about the fact that it's possible that something has permeated their walls begins to rise as what people give by way of opinions anytime the NLC or their intention for a strike comes up. And so here we're back at where we were practically less than 2 months ago. NLC wanting to go on a strike again. And this time around, yes, if you're asking, the aim is to get government to comprehend that they have an immediate duty to provide cushioning effects to help with this fall, economic fall that besets all Nigerians, where life is getting harder and the government isn't moving fast enough. And they say we want to go on this warning strike to tell the government we're serious, dead serious, and something must be done to help the average Nigerian out there who's struggling to survive. But when they aim, what would you say has been the objective of their aim? Anything we can recall in recent history, and if they're not achieving anything, why? The sunny side, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Tell us
Good
your
afternoon,
name.
Joyce.
Yes,
They are not good. Number one, they are not even going to go on any strike. That's even to start with.
Oh, it's a
I
warning
can bet
strike.
that.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can bet that one with you.
Why?
You see now, by before 12 a.m. this night, they will say otherwise.
Why
That's
do you
the
say
fact.
so? Why?
Yeah.
Why do you
Yeah.
say so?
The reason why I'm confident about what I'm telling you, and it's not anything because of their antecedents. Like I rightly said in your prologue, it has been a norms of them. I mean, spying up people. You can see that many people have been listening to you all along. Many people are discouraged already. People have lost, confidence and trust in this particular body of association, right? And more importantly, this particular one, this time around, the TUC are not even joining them. Do you get? And the TUC, these are other arms of this particular labor union that coordinate the informal sector, like the artisans, the NURTW and other. So tell me, if this particular arms is not joining them, so where is it? right?
No. But the TUC is actually asking people to join them. So
No. The OC they made a press release this morning that they are not joining because they are already in the TUC now that they are in what's it called, meeting with the arms of executive right now, and they said that the meeting they had the last time is still substantive to maybe next week or thereabout. So therefore, there is no point in joining. So you can see now. So the NLC of this time around is just a marable. So they are not. They are like toothless. Kind of. So that it's just sad that we have found ourselves in this particular situation. But instead of going to,
do you think Nigerians need to support the NLC to achieve something? Because maybe it's one thing to critique them from here, but
yeah, you see, the Nigerians, me and you, that could have even been on the road and on the streets, right? They have discussed. It's like when you say you are hungry, mommy, I'm hungry, daddy, I'm hungry, another. At a point in time, when that thing is not forthcoming, by the time the food is ready, the appetite might not be there again. That's what is happening. Do you get the point? And another thing I need to say, instead of them going to, my advice to them is that instead of them going to calling for this particular strike, they should call on federal government to give us a time, maybe a kind of monthly report. Yes, a monthly progress report on the what's it called, Port Harcourt refinery. They are promised that it will be delivered by December. You understand now? Yeah. That is what they should be calling, and they be carrying everybody out. They should. If they say, okay, fine, they are going on strike because government has not been updating us on what they agree on a monthly progress report on this particular refinery. You can see that's another dimension. But you are saying they are going on strike for what? Because of what? Are they even agree? Any of them? Are they even ready to lose their salary? No work, no pay. That's even another thing. Because it's just a court injunction on that now. So I think to me, what NLC should demand, what everybody, each and every of us should demand for federal government, give us, because a refinery is our PLC. They should, and they have promised that the work is ongoing. It will be delivered by December, an operation by January. So they should be giving us a monthly report on the progress. This thing that is not honorable.
All right, thank you. 99.3 Nigeria Info. I have a number of grounds to cover here. Hello, the sunny side. Welcome. Can you hear me? Make it back, Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Joyce, good afternoon.
Yes. Tell us your name. Go ahead.
NSC going to strike is a no-no to me because nothing good is going to come out. Then secondly, I listened to some of the callers. Someone is just saying federal government should give us update on the refinery. And this is a government that opened a refinery, Dangote refinery, and they have not produced even one bottle or one regulis of petrol. So this government, we are not running government here. The honest truth is that freedom is not given, freedom is taken. If we are all ready to take back our country, everybody should come out. We should just stop calling and lamenting and complaining. It's not going to help us. This is a great country. Hello, Jess, are you with me?
What do you think?
Yeah. So this is a great country that God has blessed so much, and we just allow some demons to manage the affairs of this country, and they call themselves politicians. I call them demons because they don't care. They don't care. They drive joy when they see the people suffer. So Nigerians should come out, forget about NSC. NSC, they are not representing you, they are representing their pocket. They have been bought. They have been bought by government. So they should stop telling us NSC. NSC is nothing. They bad at us. Good afternoon, Joyce.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Welcome to the show. Well, so I think now a few people are saying Nigerians need to join the NLC in this protest. Well, let's hear your views on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. Hey, what's your name? Can you hear me?
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Tell us your name. Go ahead, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
I can hear you. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, okay. My name is Gabriel.
Great. Go ahead.
I think I agree with the second to the last caller.
Okay.
The solution is preferred. You see, when you continue to do things the same way, you continue to get the same result. I'm telling you, a lot of people are enchanted. They are tired of this NFA thing. When everything is strike. If you continue to beat a child for an offense, and he continue to do it, then that child will get used to the cane. That is what is happening. The NLC should approach.
Is that really what's happening, or is it that the NLC doesn't have enough grit, enough teeth for what they're asking for? They're not biting hard enough.
No, it's not like that. NLC should dig deeper. Look for what should be done. You see, I think NS, those who are at the end of the NLC, they are people who are able to think across board, and even beyond that. Let them look for solutions to this thing. Let us approach this strike thing in another manner, not strike like all the time.
So what would that be?
Very much.
What could you prefer? What would you suggest? When you say follow it another way, what do you mean?
Yeah, somebody just provided
a monthly
report.
Okay.
Periodic report. And I'll tell you that, though, yes, the past NLC, they have achieved a little. You know, when during the increase in fuel prices, they were able to fight, and prices were brought down. You know, even if it's not totally eradicated, they were brought down.
Yeah.
No, but this NLC, I don't see them doing anything.
All right.
They should go and a different approach. Use a different approach, and I know that they will achieve something.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for calling the sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. Tell us your name.
Yeah, Joyce.
Yes.
Yeah, afternoon.
Afternoon to you.
Yeah, we have Emmanuel on the line.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
I don't really envy the NLC chairman.
Okay.
To be honest with you. Labour Party are bashing him, calling him somebody who is not serious. APC, they are saying he is aggressive because his party lose out. PDP are saying he is unwilling to lead Nigeria out of this mess. Those who are neutral, rather than supporting this gentleman, they are sitting down and then just keeping mum. Joycey, the politicians they've divided us, work on our brain. TUC is pulling out. I heard that some state branches of NLC, they are pulling out of the protest. The country should be on shutdown. Where is our direction in the next 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 years? How much is going to be the dollar in the next 1 year? The employment rate, how many figures is it going to be the next 1 year? The youth are roaming about on the street. You read a text of somebody who sent you a text that he is not going to end, in the 2 days, if I'm not mistaken, if the strike comes up. How much was the person earning 3 months ago before this president was sworn in? How much is the person earning presently? If he was earning 30,000, let's assume he was earning $5. Then how much dollar is he earning now? If his naira was to convert, to dollar. So if I'm the president of NLC, the chairman of NLC, I would resign. Because Nigerians are not worth dying or fighting for, at least this present Nigeria. Because we are taking a lot of things. This is the way the president came in. We should give him time, or until he got away with a lot of things. Those assumptions and those things, that sprang up then, are still with us today. So, to be honest with you, I don't know the kind of country I found myself, Joyce.
Well, so I'm not understanding your import. Are you saying that he should resign, or you're asking the people to follow him without saying it explicitly?
The people are supposed to follow him. The mess we are in right now. And the most painful aspect of it is that we don't have a direction we are headed. We don't have a direction.
All right.
So, and then we are keeping mum.
All right. The sunny side, good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info. So it does quite appear that quite a number of people are beginning to make a case for the outright support of the NLC to achieve something. So I guess maybe besides the heads that make up the labor union also requires you, Nigerian, to form mass and motion for them in order to aim at something. Because again, if we begin to calculate what has been achieved by way of the aim of the NLC, then I don't know, is anyone counting? Then if we are not achieving what we set out to achieve, then the question is why? So the show continues and, let's get here. Hello, welcome. The volume of your radio set.
Hello.
Turn off the volume of your radio set.
Good afternoon. I've done that, Joy.
Thank you.
Yes, I've been longing to get across to you.
Well, here you are.
Honestly, I should say this is scam all over again. In this country, are we not tired of going around the same circle? Going around the same issue, the same problem here and then. This NLC, they have nothing good for Nigerians. They go there for themselves. I bet you with my life that at the end of today, by 12 a.m. now, they would have called up this nonsense that they're planning. Look at how everybody is suffering. And we keep on talking about them. They are just going there. If they go there and discuss with them and they discuss their terms with them, once they give them what they want, they come back and laugh at us and say, foolish Nigerians. Let them go and sit down. They are toothless bulldogs.
Okay, so now the last caller was saying that Nigerians do not have a direction. And as such, it's one thing to criticize Ajero and his intent for a warning strike. Instead, he prefers that joining him would be a better solution rather than just complaining. What do you say?
If you ask me my opinion,
I'm asking.
I want all Nigerians, including myself, to down tools. Let us come out to the street. Let us all come out to the street. We don't have leader. Nobody is ready to lead anybody in this country. Nobody is ready to even die for anybody. The so-called Ajero or whatever it's called is just there for its own pocket. By the time they go there, they give them some envelopes. They put it in their own pocket and say, look at these Nigerians. You people think that we are going to die for you. Let us all come out to the streets and die once and for all, so that we will die for today and our children will live for tomorrow. As you see me here now, I'm a banker. And it's terrible. And I know that I'm at home now doing nothing. And I'm frustrated already. Aren't we tired of every day we call on radio, we speak grammar, people that have different opinion will be bringing it out, and yet nobody is making any move to change anything?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking about.
I'm tired and we're tired. Nigerians should come out. If not that I have ambition impaired for now, I would have been the first person to come out at my bus stop at Ogolonto and stay there. And even if I died there, I know that I died for this country, and it will be on record. We're tired of people coming out and talk the same story. By this time tomorrow, now we'll talk about this strike again. It's been called off. They would have given them what they want. Because they know that if they tell them that they want to go on strike, they will say, okay, if the country go on strike, the economy will lose. They will give them something. They go in and close their mouth. They settle themselves. Are we fools? Thank you.
Are we fools? The sunny side. Hello. Make it back. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Yeah, hello, Joyce. Good afternoon. My name is Femi.
Welcome, Femi. It's good to have you join the conversation this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, honestly, I feel the pains of Nigerians. I feel exactly what the people are expressing. I feel the tension in the air. I feel basically the struggle of people on a daily basis. However, I think we need to really, really tell ourselves the truth.
Which?
We really need to decide exactly where we want to go as a nation and then proceed in that direction. Now, for me, from my own perspective, number one, I understand that the bottom line of every government, the bottom line of every government that comes into power is putting food on the table for Nigerians. The three most important things: one, food, healthcare, and shelter. If those three things are delivered, those are the three basic things that can guarantee at least a stable and peaceful society. Now, how do these three things come about? Through employment. How do we engineer employment, or how do we engineer this progress? It's by the facilities that are available within the economy. E.g., example, fuel. Now, how do we manage fuel in such a way that it is affordable to Nigerians? Now, let's look at developed countries, or let's look at even developing countries. Because people say, oh, developed countries, this and that, that is this. That. Okay, let's look at developing countries, countries that are on par with us, that are the same position where we are at currently. The thing that they do not subsidize is fuel. We as a nation, we cannot continue to afford to subsidize fuel. That's just the bottom line truth. What we are going to witness if we continue to subsidize fuel is far worse than what we are currently experiencing right now.
Are you referring to oil-producing nations or non-oil-producing nations?
Oil-producing nations and non-oil-producing nations.
No. We can't. You can't put both in the same category. A man who has something and a man who doesn't have something are not the same. So if people have oil,
let me break that down.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have the time to break it down?
Well, I don't know if you have time. You have about I can give you 2 minutes, but you can't
I'm
put that in the same box.
I'm a chemical engineer. I'm a chemical engineer. So let me break it down. Now, for you to subsidize fuel, basically what you are doing is putting money in the ground. Why are you doing that?
No, but why is subsidy a conversation when we can build refineries? Like, why are you taking us back? That's even the question here.
This is the point I'm trying to make.
Then let's not talk about subsidy then. If we say remove subsidy, okay, so where are we after that? Talk about that.
Yes, exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. For you to, it's basically a chicken and an egg situation.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So let's, now we are where we are. The government has removed subsidy, right?
Yes.
What did they do in place of that? Nothing. So
this is exactly the problem that this is exactly what I'm trying to say. For you to be able to remove subsidy, the income that you are getting back from subsidy must have been saved. The number one problem we're having is that there was no income going to subsidy in the first place. Now, before you can get money from NNPC were the ones who were funding subsidy, and they were funding it from the money we're getting from the oil that was sold. Now, the issue is that, number one, we're not selling oil properly. Number two, because we're losing oil to banditry. Number to oil theft. Number two is that the money that we're getting from oil is only going to be declared at the end of the year when NNPC has closed their books. So the federal government cannot get money from NNPC because NNPC is now a limited.
Okay.
NNPC is now a private company.
So are you saying that? Well, I'm lost here. Are you saying? What are you saying? Is this in defense of the government to justify the removal of subsidy? Is this where we are?
No, I'm not in defense of government. What I'm saying, the bottom line is that for us to move as a nation, for us to move forward as a nation, we need to. It's almost like you are going to. You have problems. You have health issues. You go to the doctor. The doctor says you need to take an injection. That injection is a pain for a moment, but it is going to lead you to better health. For us as a nation, we need to go through the pain for a moment that will take us to a better position.
How long has this moment been? This pain.
Is the problem.
How long?
Before now. In fact, right now, in my opinion, we're not doing exactly the right things we need to do to get to where we need to go.
We're not suffering enough? Is that what you mean? We're not suffering enough?
No, we're suffering. I'm also suffering with you, Joyce. I bought fuel in my car, 40,000 naira this morning.
Okay.
So I'm suffering with you just as you are. My salary has not increased.
So let's.
But for me, the issue is that we need to get to the bottom. We need to go back to the drawing table and get to the rudiments of the problem.
So
the number one problem is that we do not have money coming in as a country. We don't have money to fund it.
Yeah,
and the problems we are going to face will be far worse than what we are currently facing. Because once our currency crashes. Look at the issue with Lebanon. Look at Lebanon, for instance. Look at countries where you take a wheelbarrow to buy bread.
That's
what our position will be.
Let me submit something to you. It is not possible for you to make an argument for the government of this nation without speaking on corruption. It is impossible. In fact, it would be an anti-truth for you to make any kind of defense for this nation without speaking on corruption. Because you want to make an economic calculation of, we don't have money going here, we don't have, but you need to talk about the mismanagement, you need to talk about corruption. Because if we close all those loopholes, then we know what we're really worth in size. But we cannot allow all these things continue only to then attempt some kind of economic math at why the people should suffer and what is a justification for it. There is no justification for this level of poverty in Nigeria. It's a sin.
Yes, I agree with you. You are completely right. In 2008, 2009, 2010, I worked on a project where we're determining the quantity of fuel that Nigeria consumes to be able to properly ascertain the amount we're supposed to pay as subsidy. what we found was that we're consuming far higher than what we're supposed to consume, number one. Number two, the amount of subsidy that was going into it was far more.
Subsidy is not a conversation. Look, my friend, we're dealing with a situation post-subsidy. We needed intelligence to fix the problem here, and we're waiting on that, basically. And we can't find it anywhere between here and space. So I'm not sure what you're trying to defend here, but I can't see you winning this one.
I'm not trying to defend anything. What I'm saying, bottom line, is this. For us to move forward as a nation, we need to solve the problems that are keeping us where we are right now.
So are we joining NLC
How
or
do we
not?
solve those
So are
problems?
we joining NLC or not? Or are we just sitting at home? Well, like, drop it on me. Like, what is it going to be?
I would say do not join LLC.
Thank you.
That's my point.
All right. Hello, welcome to the show. What's your name? This is Nigeria Info. You want to tell us your name?
Hello?
Oh, okay. I almost lost you. Welcome. Tell us your name real quick. Go ahead. Okay, I guess you can't hear me. I have about a minute before commercial break. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, Joyce.
Yes, welcome
Hello.
to the show. What's your name? Hello. Good afternoon to you. The volume of your radio set.
Sorry, please, this is Malik calling you again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Joyce, you see, when people just argue out of the blue, it amazes me. Like you said, you cannot take away the government when it comes to corruption. The NSC itself, are they clean? You can see how we have problem on our hands. We don't know how to wash them. Thank you.
Don't thank me. Yo, it's still like almost 1,000 naira to $1. You're not grateful yet because you have to achieve something. What can you achieve? Well, from the break, we'll be right back. The sunny side. My name's Joyce.